I think like the biggest thing to me is coming from that area. I want to show that like people can and do come from that area with amazing talent and great music and great ideas, and they do it, and it's not always in the package that the world expects. Yeah.
Cool.
Ask whatever.
Okay, well, who's Townsel Turner?
What's really funny
And
is that it's like literally the same as Wayne Graham, where you all took your grandfather's names.
It is my grandfather's names. I was just trying to think of something I could use to separate myself from an old band that I was playing in. And
yeah, you like to keep like distance. You would never put out like a Dylan Combs album, I feel.
it's like he said, like because this place is open, people are able to come here and have their birthday parties, and they can have their like Christmas parties or Thanksgivings here. Even,
yeah, you don't have to drive forever to Somerset, and like, you know, someone cares about it and like is willing to take time out of their life and like be uncomfortable to help keep it up. I can notice even from when I was like in high school, there's more people that want to stay back and like, hey, like we can make this place better. Like we don't have to move somewhere else. Like, and I think culturally now, like, I think the internet helps a lot. I think literally things like 3 Sheets helps a lot. Like I think you're like, oh, this looks cool. Like you made this look cool. Like how did you do that? That magic trick. Like I'm so into this now. Like I don't know, I genuinely think like there's been kind of a flourishing, like maybe like a renaissance of sorts of like artists from our area who are willing to like die on the hill of like, yep, this is it. Like we're not moving anywhere else. Like
the great thing about Townsel Turner is like anyone can play on any record at any time. And I've been very lucky to have like, at least in some capacity, most of the people I've worked with throughout my entire life playing music on those records. You know, it just feels so communal.
I think you literally have to write songs or you get sick.
I'm not the best guitarist in the world. I don't think I'm the best singer in the world, but one thing I do love to do and one thing I strive to do is just like, can I write a better song than I did before? And it has been that for years.
Yeah, it's
now.
Like we kind of come from like a more like DIY and like kind of punk school of thinking about music, where like being virtuosic at an instrument isn't the most important thing. It's more about like rendering an emotion. It comes from the gut more so than like thinking of it as like, it's not very technical. Literally years just recording music and like never putting it out just because it's like, this is fun for us. Like I think it's cool to make art for yourself sometimes.
I think like the biggest thing to me is coming from that area. I want to show that like people can and do come from that area with amazing talent and great music and great ideas, and they do it, and it's not always in the package that the world expects to, and that is like what keeps me going. I think with this is to show that, you know, if like my end goal would be like if some kid at home were listening to my music or anyone like that, I would want them to think like, oh my God, this person can just make weird stuff and they can make what they want and they can still do something. And even being from here, you know, that's like what it's all about for me. You know about all of these great musicians that have come from the area, but I'd say for every one that you've heard of, there are probably 100 more that people haven't heard of.
Yeah,
and
it's
it's
like
just
the best band you'll never hear, but they like just never like
it never gets
out. Yeah, and it's
because I don't know, for some reason people outside of the state, I think, have an idea of what should come from the state.
Right.
And that's something that they need to look past, I think.